Hi and welcome to my channel The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elisabeth and today it's time for Friday Sew, the first one for me this year, and I am so excited to be back. This will mainly be about life and not that much about sewing because I have not been able to sew that much, but stay put and I will let you know what has happened to me and what my plans are for the future. Hi everyone. Wow, I'm here again. Once again, this time I definitely did not think I was going to be able to film again. My last video was, I think, for in November, gift to November, and it was a quite short one and it was definitely in between everything else, but I was so happy to be able to make that one. Other than that, it's been a tough couple of months, or almost a year now, I would say. I really don't know where to begin, but first of all I would like to say welcome if you're new here, and you probably wondering if you haven't come to a sewing channel, and you have. But I've been MIA, and for about, not counting the video in November, I think the last one before that was sometime in the summertime or early summer even. So I feel like for myself I need to tell you what has happened, and if you would like to skip it and just get on with what my plans are for the future and a little bit about the few makes that I have made, I will insert down here a timestamp so you know what you can change it to. So let's start with the life part in Friday Sews. I think when I left you, my back started to trouble me, and they were really worried that there might be a fracture on it, and yeah, it was. And I don't want to make this a very long story because I've been sick for the last 23 years, so it's a long story. And one day I will try and film a video about it, more for me than for you, because there is probably no one out there interested in this, but I need to film it and I need to get it out there, that there are strange diseases that we have no idea where they come from and what to do about them, and let people know what other people are dealing with, and maybe it can help someone who is dealing with something else. I know that I'm quite alone with this disease because my doctors, and there has been a lot of doctors over the years, have been trying to find someone with the same kind of difficulties, and they haven't found anyone, not completely. So they suspect that I am one of very few in the world suffering from this, but in a nutshell, it's the main diagnosis is a very severe form of connective tissue disorder, and I get spontaneous fractures when I'm in bed sleeping, and I have a lot of trouble with the discs in my back and with the joints and with muscle and mainly everything, and my immune system is crashing from time to time, and I need to be, well, I have lived the COVID life for approximately 22 years now, or 23, I'm sorry, my mistake. And if you remember, it is hard to always be on guard and on watch and be afraid that you might get something from someone else. So yeah, it's been a rough one, and there have been many times that the doctors have told my family that I won't make it, and this last year has not been an exception. Peter was told several times this autumn that we need to get me to the hospital and that I probably won't get home from there. But here I am, and as I've said before, I have a lot of faith in God. I have all my faith in God because I'm sitting here because of him, and I know that not everyone thinks or believe the same thing as I am, but I know that I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for my faith and for everything that has given to me. But coming back to this autumn, to make a very long story that is already, I think I have waffled on for about 7 minutes now. So I started bleeding nosebleeds, very severe ones. They could be as long as 10 to 12 hours, and all you have to do is wait them out. And then I get transfusions and so on. And in the middle of that, I ended up with 3 discs dislocated in my spine. And I can honestly say that that pain, that was probably one of the hardest thing I have endured over this last 23 years. So it's been tough. I've been standing up sleeping and hanging over the kitchen bench. That was my bed for, I think, 2 months. Somehow it felt like the discs in the back was a little bit more separated when I just kind of flipped over with the back, if you get what I mean. And it helped. I could manage the night. There were excruciating, is that a word? I don't know, but it was terrible pain. And I'm here today, and I am so grateful to be sitting here, to even think about sewing again. I have sewn a very few things over this last year, but I thought I would, over the coming Friday sews, share a few items every time. I don't know how much I will be able to sew from now on. I don't know how much I will be able to film. I don't know anything, and I just want to, when Ran and Sam asked on Instagram about sewfrugal, I first thought that there is no idea for me to take part this year, because I was quite deep down, and something made me feel like, take the chance again, take this chance and try and start filming again, because you love that. That is something that keeps me going on days that are really hard. And all of you have been amazing the 2 years I have had a YouTube channel, even though it's been very sporadic and I have no consistency whatsoever, and there have been months where I've been missing, and but you've all fantastic, and the sewing community online is truly an amazing place. I have not seen anything like it anywhere else, and I am so incredibly grateful to be part of it. So if you would like to keep me company in my sewing room this coming time, I don't know for how long, I don't know what time there is, to be completely honest, because it is taking, my body is suffering quite hard at the moment, and I'm trying, and I will continue to try for myself, but even more so for Peter and my sister and her son, because that is all to me. My family is everything, and they fight so hard for me, so I have to fight to just get out of bed every day and be part of their lives. And I want to make the most of this time, and I really, really hope that, you will join me. And I promise you, there will not be, not at all, this much talk about sickness and sad things, because this is supposed to be a positive channel. And I try to stay positive, but I just felt like I had to share what happened to me and why I've been gone for so long and I have not been in touch with anyone. I just completely turned everything off. I hadn't the energy to even lift my arms some days. And I'm hoping that will be better, and I'm hoping to take part in challenges, and I'm hoping to make some collaborations, because that is something I've really looked forward to ever since I started the channel, and I haven't done much of that. I've done one with Izzy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews, and I've talked to Marissa, the Umbrella sewist, but then I got sick. So I'm really hoping that there will be some more collaborations, because that would be something that would be so exciting. And I also would like to make sew-alongs, maybe not regular sew-alongs, but sew with me, so other people can enjoy and see the love I have for sewing and everything I've learned, and maybe I can teach some tips or tricks that my teachers have taught me, or mainly my mum, because she was my main teacher. And so my plan is to film as much as I can and have the energy and what my body allows me to do. What I'm wearing today is actually, if we are going to start talking about sewing, a page hoodie from Chalk and Notch. I was so lucky to be part of a pattern test for them. I've never pattern tested for them before, and I love their I love all their patterns. I've sewn quite a lot of them, and now they were supposed to, I think it was on Instagram, that they were looking for pattern testers for a jacket. And I always wanted to make their Joy jacket, and I even have fabric for that. But now they were launching another pattern, which it was a bit different than the Joy jacket, and I still haven't made the Joy jacket, so that is on my make list. But this jacket got pushed ahead in the queue because I was accepted as tester, and that actually was what started my sewing again. And I talked to Gabriella on Chalk and Notch, and she was so understanding, and I told her that I was sick and I really would like to take part in the pattern tests, but I couldn't promise anything. And she was amazing, and being allowed to take the time, I so enjoyed that sew, and it was so amazing to just start sewing again and get the feeling of accomplishing something and not just being in bed feeling miserable, to be honest. So here we have the Den jacket. It's not that new pattern now, because I'm a bit late filming this, of course. It was launched in February, I think. But it is an amazing pattern. It's a great staple and a great layering piece. I will insert pictures at the same time as I'm speaking now. I am really, really out of practice, that is the word, regarding the YouTube. I don't know what to say. I'm super nervous. I feel like I'm stumbling over every English word in the dictionary, and I'm just nervous. I don't know why, because I know how wonderful you all are. And I just filmed the sewfrugal video, and that was not my best filming, but I got it done, and that was the goal I set for myself. And then I decided to make this video. I thought I might as well try and keep on filming once I'm starting to get the hang of it. Now I'm waffling off again. The denim jacket. It is, you can have it unlined and you can have it lined. I will insert the measurements down here. They have a great variety of sizes, and there is a B and a CD cup. So there is, you don't have to make a full bust adjustment or a small bust adjustment if you are fitting into those sizes. And it is just overall a great piece to have in the spring here in Sweden, at least. And I think a lot of people will get great use of this pattern. And it is, as always with chalk and knots, they are bang on the trends, because I've seen so many of this kind of jackets, and I made mine out of a bedspread from Jysk. I don't know if you have Jysk out in Europe or if it's just in the Scandinavian countries, but I think England has it at least. But I don't know about Europe, and I don't think you have it in the States or even in Australia or so, but maybe. But it is supposed to be a bedspread, and I used this as since it was already quilted. I loved it, and I got it for £10, and that was a double quilted bedspread. And I think I can at least make one more jacket out of it. So it's a great find. And I am so happy to have made the denim jacket out of that fabric, because I've already used it so much. But I wanted at the same time to make something that I could have taking the final pictures for the pattern tests, so they could publish at the pattern tester site. And I thought, why not try the page hoodie again, because that is a pattern I love. I have not done it in a while, and I really like the fact that it is quite cropped. It is the drawstring down here and drawstring here, a hood, and it is raglan. That is something I love. Then I decided to try and finish it before Valentine's and make a Valentine sweater. I've never had a Valentine sweater, but I was inspired by Rachel from the French theme, as I so often is, and her Valentine sweaters and Christmas sweaters and so on. And I thought, why not try some kind of applique? So I will zoom in on how I made this, but I've simply cut the lettering and ironed them on and then sewed with a straight stitch. Actually, I found that was the most beautiful kind of stitch. And I also put some stabilizers on them, so they both to get a bit more body of the lettering and just to make it a bit more stable. So I think this works great. I'm also wearing one of all of my mountain pose pants, yoga pants. That is a free pattern from Heijun Handmade. A pattern I talk a lot about on my contribution to the sewfrugal 24 blogger tour. I will insert, I think up here or up there, a card for my video. And as I said, I am even more out of practice in that video, but bear with me, and there is a lot of great free patterns there. And continuing on this month, that is my plan. I'm going to concentrate on sewing up some free patterns, as many as I have the time and energy, and I will try and take you along with me. If I have the energy, I will film every process of sewing up the free patterns, because I think there is a lot of blog posts about free patterns, but all they say is the size range and what people think about them, and not very much on how the instructions are. And very often the instructions are a bit worse when there are free patterns, which I completely understand. But I thought, why not make, maybe not sew-alongs, but sew with me at least, so you can see how I create them. And I will share on the Sew Frugal video what I'm planning to make, so I won't talk too much about them here, but I hope you will join me, and if you haven't subscribed and you think that sounds interesting, please hit the subscribe button and also click the notification bell, because then you will be notified when I publish a video, because I am lost in the YouTube world at the moment. I have not been adding a video for so long and YouTube doesn't like me at all. So if you could, I would be so grateful if you would subscribe, and if you would like and maybe even share or comment. That would mean so much, and that would make it easier to get pushed on YouTube, and that would mean so much. And I hope that you will keep on joining me here and following along on my journey, and I would love to hear what you are planning this month. Are you joining Sew Frugal, or are you planning something else? And what in case? I'm super excited to get started on answering comments and all of that again. So please keep on joining me here on from my little sewing corner in the world, and we are fast getting into spring in Sweden, and today it is a beautiful day, and I will try and get out now and get some sun on my face, because I am extremely white and grey, or yeah, every color that not makes me happy looking at myself in the mirror. So I will try and get out and get some sun. I hope to see you very soon. This is my second video in 2 or 3 days, so if I keep that going, I will definitely be publishing a lot, but I don't think that will happen. So I will try and do my best and publish as much and as often as I can, because I love doing this and I love interacting with you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to listen to me and spend some time with me. I hope to see you soon in the sewing room. Bye for now, take care, and have a wonderful evening.